Miracles. God the Almighty supported the prophets with miracles. It is an undisputable act. It proves the truthfulness of that man. A miracle is defined as an extraordinary act. It happens on the hands of a man says, I am a prophet. And it will be as a support to his truthfulness and cannot be challenged. If anyone would challenge a prophet with his miracle, will only meet a failure. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala supported Prophet Salih with a miracle when his people asked him to, if you are truly a prophet, then get out from that rock, there was a big rock, a camel, a live camel. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave him that, supported him with that, and instead of bringing out a camel, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala with his will brought out a camel and its calf. Some people believed in him and some people did not believe in him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Prophet Jesus the miracle of healing with the touch of his hand. He would heal the blind. He would heal many diseases. At his time, people were known with their medicine, with their ability in healing, but there are some things that they could not heal. Prophet Jesus alayhi salatu wassalam, he did, with the will and the power of Allah. A Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, he was traveling with his people, the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, in the desert, and they got thirsty and they asked him for water. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala revealed to him that take your cane and hit a rock and you will drink. So he took his cane, he hit the rock, and from that rock split 12 small rocks. So every tribe would take a rock from those 12 rocks and they would travel. Every time they felt thirsty, they put it on the ground and the water comes out. They drink, they lift that rock, they put it in their sacks, and they continue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, a miracle, which is when Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala told him, ordered him to convey the message to his people refused. His people disbelieved in him and they wanted to kill him. They wanted to burn him alive. So they made a big, huge fire. It was so hot they couldn't get close to it. So they made something to push him or throw him in that fire. So they did. And he sat in that fire for 3 days. Nothing burned except the rope that they tied him with. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala made that fire cool on him and peaceful. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave every prophet miracles. 1, 2, 10, 50. He gave all the prophets miracles. And he gave our beloved Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam miracles that matched all those miracles and stronger. Some of them are stronger. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave him the holy book, the Quran. Okay. Why the holy book, the Quran? Because at his time, the people were linguists. They were known in their strength with their language, the Arabic language. When Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam recited the Quran to them, they could not match it. They could not come close to it, even though they were known with their strength in the language. They could not match one verse of the Quran. They could not match the smallest verse of the Quran. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرَ فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam the miracle of splitting the moon. He pointed to the moon and the moon split in half. One half on one side of the mountain, the other half on the other side of the mountain. People from far away saw that. When they came to Mecca, they asked, what happened? We saw this and this. And they told him, this is a miracle to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. When he was traveling to a battle, he had the soldiers with him. They came, they gathered around him, and then he looked at them and asked, what is the matter? They told him, we do not have any water anymore, except the water that is between your hand. He had a jug in his hand. So Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam put his hand, his blessed hand, in that jug, and water started coming out from between his fingers. Jabir ibn Abdullah was telling that story to some companions, and they asked him, how many were you? He said, if we were 100,000, it would have been enough for all of us. We were 1,500. We drank from that water, we performed wudu from that water, and we filled our jugs from that water. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave Prophet Muhammad many miracles. He used to give speech leaning on a half-dead tree. Some people said to him, suggested, let's build you a platform a little bit high so all people can see you when you're giving a speech. So Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, go for it. So they did. They built him a platform of 3 steps. So next time he gave a speech, he climbed that platform and he started giving the speech, and people and him heard a crying coming out from that half-dead tree. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stepped down from that platform and he hugged that tree. He took that tree in his arms and the voice went out. They could not hear that voice anymore. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, this half-dead tree was crying because I did not lean against it in my speech. Rather, I left to that platform, and if I did not step down and took it between my arms, it would have been moaning and crying until the day of judgment. A half-dead tree missed the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Ask yourselves, don't you miss to visit the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Those hearts of ours, how much they love the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, the most beloved to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the best of all creation.